stop asking what exercise to do to strengthen your pelvic floor. The question to ask should not be what exercise to do to strengthen. The question should be, do I have what it takes to have a strong pelvic floor? And the answer is, if you have pelvic floor dysfunction, you are not having a need to strengthen something. Your first step is to position your pelvis and position your body in a place and in a position that is going to give you what you're asking for. You're looking for stability, and stability does not come with strength. Stability comes with the location of your body parts and how well they dance together. You cannot strengthen something if your body parts in action do not play well together. So in order to understand what to do, and in order to address strengthening the muscles of your pelvic floor, you've got to understand what ideal posture is. Ideal, we're not asking for you being a model. Actually, a lot of models, when they're walking, they're not walking functionally. They're walking for modeling. So what we're looking for is stability of your pelvis when it comes to itself, when it comes to the connection of the spine to your pelvis and the connection of your lower extremities to the pelvis area. The next thing that has to happen is that, it's not so much the next thing, they kind of go hand in hand, is your breathing. When you're breathing biologically, all these transitional areas in your trunk that tend to disconnect in cases of dysfunctional movement kind of come together and stay together in a more stable fashion. That increases your batting average to do what the next thing is, which is now starting to lay the grounds with basic foundation. That means your lower trunk, which holds on to the front portion of your pelvis, working with the abdominals, which cover the sides of your pelvis, above the pelvis, that play a role in keeping the socket moving. This is a ball and socket joint. Keep the socket moving and basically playing the game correctly. And then going back to the back portion of your body, that for those muscles to engage, to fire at the right time, and quiet down at the right time to take place. So the best method to go through this process is, in my opinion, developmental kinesiology exercises like dynamic neuromuscular stabilization. The reason I like it is because this is studying the behavior of movement from infants to running toddlers. So if we all have done the same process, we have all gone, no matter what, you, myself, previous generations, and the generations to come, we all move the same way. Our brains must be wired to move that way. So when it comes to bringing a method into your vocabulary of movement, when it comes to bringing movement into the methods of your movement, the best thing is to start with something that you already are programmed to do. So those methods are what we use to bring stability into your posture. And once you have that, then you can definitely work on strengthening. In fact, in order for you to move to the next step, the strength has to be present. So we first lay the grounds for the mechanics of movement, and then with repetition, we build strength and we phase ourselves into the next method. This is what developmental kinesiology exercises are, and in my opinion, this is what we should do in cases of all pelvic floor dysfunction, regardless of what else is happening. Stability of the pelvis, with pelvis being the house that pelvic floor is the floor of, is crucial to everything else, and it's step one in the process. I hope this made sense to you. If you have any questions, please use one of the methods of contact in the description box, and make sure you follow us here and you follow us on social media. Until next time, take care.